very special show today. We teamed up to with Make-A-Wish Canada to surprise a deserving young woman with a dream bedroom makeover. Here's her story.
My name is Melissa.
And my name is Jim.
And we have 3 kids. Thomas is our oldest, and then there's Megan, and then there's Stuart.
So Megan was born in February of 2001.
As a baby, Megan was super happy, super calm, very sweet, never cried, really healthy, just wonderful. Megan fell in 2013 and sustained a traumatic brain injury, and she never recovered.
Prior to her fall, she was a competitive dancer. She was very athletic. There was no reason for us to suspect that she wouldn't get better.
She started having a racing heart, severe tachycardia, and just didn't respond well to treatment. The blood work kept coming back perfectly fine, but as a mom and as a dad, we knew something wasn't quite right here. We finally learned that Megan had developed, subsequent to her brain injury, dysautonomia. So that affects her autonomic nervous system. So that means that anything that you and I do automatically for Megan doesn't work properly, and that has become life-threatening. So Megan has to stay in a reclined position so that she doesn't have acute hypertension, high blood pressure, but then she can't stay in a reclined position for too long or her blood pressure drops and she becomes hypotensive.
It's hard to have high blood pressure and low blood pressure at the same time. It doesn't make medical sense.
Megan's wish is to have her room made over, and she's very excited.
Hey guys, I'm Ramsin.
I'm Jim.
Today I'm meeting with Megan and her parents to see what we can do in creating her dream bedroom. Excellent, let's go.
So this is Megan's room.
Okay, awesome. This is not bad at all. This is a decent sized room.
I think
It's
so.
not massive, but we can do something with it. Okay, so storage is one element that we got to deal with.
It is.
Right?
Yep.
She loves plants. I see a little bit, but maybe a little more would be good. And the bed, I think you said, was the most important. I'm looking around this room, and as Melissa's talking, I'm getting hits of, wow, look at the crochet work.
These are Megan's creations. So she
What do you mean?
So she made these.
She made these?
She made
Come
these.
on.
So these
like,
are
like all of that, and then even the driftwood, like
yeah. These
she
are all
put that
Megan.
all together?
Yep.
She's got some talent, so let's draw on that. And she loves plants, so I see a little bit of plants around. And there's that little aquarium of a gecko in there. I can't see him, but I know he's in there. So I'm going to draw on all those things and pull it all together to create that magical room. Hey, Megan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm Ramsin. I was just talking to Mom and Dad up there.
Yes.
When you deliver something that puts a smile on that child's face for that moment or for that period or for a length of time, there's just nothing like it. I'm going to take some notes on some of the stuff you like, and I'm going to try and hit everything on the list for you. Okay? It's awesome to meet you.
You too.
Give me some time, I'll be back. Okay? See you.
All righty, please welcome Ramsin Khachi, who's with us today. Nice to see you. And Megan and her parents are with us. Jim and Melissa, nice to have you with us today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Beautiful work that you do. My goodness, they're so beautiful. We're going to talk about optimizing indoor.
Yes.
Okay, so you brought
quality.
air quality, yeah.
So we're in the winter, and that's often the worst of it because we stay in our houses.
Yes.
So you got a lot of people in there, and you got a lot of pollutants in there. You've got carbon dioxide, which you're breathing,
Yeah.
and the air in there is so sealed. The houses are sealed. So
Well, you were saying to me a couple of years ago, the windows are so good now when you replace your windows. There's no draft for an exchange
so
in
the
there.
air doesn't change.
Right, that's right.
So now you have to look at, well, how do I keep that air fresh and clean, and how do I deal with it to keep it balanced and comfortable to live in? So
Okay.
let's start with a fan that not only is a fan, that cools, but also a fan that heats, but also a fan that takes particulates out of the air. It's got a HEPA filter built in and filters the air. So the Dyson, it's called the Pure Hot Cold, and it does all those things. So it filters all the time. And the nice thing about this, it gives you real-time information, not only on the display here, it gives you real-time information of all the particulates in the air and all the pollutants in the air, but also through the app tells you what's happening. So you know the level of the quality of the air inside your home. It's high-tech.
And you would put it in a corner and just let her go.
So you put it in the corner, and obviously it blows. It's got a bladeless design. So it forces the air through the sides here, and it's got a diffuse mode at night. If you don't want it blowing on you, or if you're sitting there reading a book and you don't want fan blowing on you, it's got a diffuse mode that reverses the air and comes out the side, so it doesn't necessarily blow it on you.
Is there a filter in that as well?
There's a filter built into it. So then you know when it's time for it to change, it'll tell you, and then you change the filter, put a new filter in. It's constantly filtering the air in that room.
Very good. Right? Okay, air quality monitor.
You'll notice that is a common theme here, is cleaning the air, right? So. I often walk around stores, electronic stores and home design centers and stuff like that, just to find products. I come across stuff sometimes. I go, hey, that's really cool. So I'm walking through Best Buy. I come across this thing, and it's called AirThings Wave Plus. And, you know, we all have carbon monoxide detectors and smoke detectors, but what about everything else? So this thing monitors everything else, from radon to VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds. So if you paint your room, all of a sudden this would sense the elevated levels of VOCs.
Wow.
Right? It monitors temperature, pressure, humidity, everything else that all those other two sensors don't monitor. And because it has an app, it will give you that information and record it for a year so that you can look at what the trend is. And it's also got lights on it. So when you walk by, it'll have red, orange, or green lights. So if it's red, you'll go, okay, what's going on? I'll check my map, and you'll see, okay, the radon levels are high or something, right?
Oh, that's great.
So it's fantastic. It's a great little system.
It's so streamlined for what it is.
So simple. It's just another sensor that goes on the ceiling, right?
All right. Now, what about this? This is very interesting.
So this is very cool. Controlling your blinds controls the amount of heat that comes into your room, and privacy as well. So it's called smart blinds, and it's basically a self-contained unit that you mount onto the side of your window jamb, and the chain from your blind goes in here, and it gives you control through an app and also through your voice assistant in the house that allows you to control your blinds automatically, and you can see them going up and down. It'll raise them, lower them, based on what you want. You may have it pre-programmed that at 8 o'clock in the morning, the blinds open up. And at 9 o'clock when you leave the house, they close down to keep that heat in.
That's pretty cool.
To keep the sun out.
Existing blinds that you have.
Existing blinds, because it's very expensive to change them.
Yeah, you don't have to change all blinds. These are existing blinds that you already have.
Right.
Oh, that's so great.
And it's got a solar panel that sits in the window that'll recharge it, so you don't have to worry about it, right? So
where do you put that?
In the window. You put it in the window, and it plugs into this thing, and it'll constantly charge based on the solar light on there, right?
Okay.
Very cool.
Very good.
So balancing a home is a big challenge. Every one of us has had challenges balancing the temperatures in every room. Basement's too cold, or upstairs is too hot. Well, you know, you've got smart thermostats like the Ecobee here, which are fantastic because they have these sensors that go in every room that tell this system what's happening, and it does its best to balance those rooms out, okay? But Flare, which is a company that's made these vents, has created this hub that now connects to your smart thermostat and lets that thermostat do what it needs to do at another level. Meaning, if the room that this is in is calling for a little bit cooler, it will open that up in the summer to let more cool air into that room and close other vents in the house to
push the air.
Yeah, to push the air. So now it gives another level of balance to your home in the way of moving air around. So
is that like a phone thing that you're an app on the phone?
Well, once it definitely has an app, and you can go on the app and monitor it and change it and put settings. But you would just set the temperature, and you say, I want my room at 22, where your brother wants the room at 24.
Yes.
And so it'll shut. In the winter, it'll shut yours down a little bit, open his up, so that it gives more heat to
that. That is amazing. I love that.
This helps a lot.
I love that. All right, air purifier.
So, in keeping with purifying the air, the Honeywell Air AQ Sense purifies the air. It's not a fan, it doesn't cool you, it doesn't heat you, it's just there to purify the air. Now it's got some LEDs here, so when you walk around, and you'll notice this with a lot of technology today, they use lights to let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
So a red light would say it's purifying a lot of particulates. And so it gives you real-time feedback of what the air is like in your house. It's got
a 1-year filter.
The most important
in
thing
there,
is a
yeah.
1-year filter
Yeah,
on this.
yeah.
Sorry. So that's what I wanted to get across, is a lot of these things, you have to change the filter often, but this filter lasts a year.
That's pretty
so
good.
So once a year, you would change the
yeah.
filter, and it's constantly filtering your room and keeping that air
You
fresh.
think about the old ones that we used to get, which were important, but a lot of people would forget to change the filters.
Well,
this is
or
only
you
a
don't.
1 year.
You don't, because you get lazy, or you don't want to go and spend the money.
Lazy?
But
None of us are lazy. We just
you know, you
forgot.
make an investment for a reason, so let's make it work,
We just
right?
forgot.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I thought it was your job to do it.
In your house, yes, but
Right, okay.
for everybody else, I'm sorry.
All right, so that's
anyways,
good.
it's got multiple modes, and it's got
Yeah.
a night whisper mode, and
Sure.
they accommodate just your lifestyles. Another level to this is humidity. People don't realize how important humidity is, because when the air is too dry, we're more susceptible to viruses taking over our bodies, and our defenses are down. So a humidifier, especially in condominiums that they don't have humidification, or in houses that don't have proper humidification,
right.
you want a humidifier. So the Honeywell humidifier, it's a cool mist humidifier, and it uses ultrasonic waves to mist the air and puts it out there, maintains the humidity, lasts 24 hours, but also has this little tray in the back that you can put essential oils in and have the essential oils being
what a
thrown
great
out,
idea.
right?
Okay,
And then lastly,
they love essential oils.
Lastly, I want to talk
This is
about.
pretty cool.
Well, this is great. So in condos, well, glass. A lot of glass is a trend. People want bigger windows, lots of windows.
Yeah.
Well, that brings a challenge to heating and cooling spaces.
And fading furniture.
Fading,
and
oh my God, fading
yeah,
furniture,
yeah.
your hardwood floors, your rugs,
Right,
and all
right.
your furniture fade. Okay. Well. Using a film like the 3M Prestige film here, which is applied to this, what it does, it gives you sun, UV, and glare protection. So
Okay.
let's turn this on. I want
So
you
is
to
this
see.
a film that goes over the window?
Well, you put it on your windows.
Okay.
Okay. And once the film is on, now if I turn this sensor on, this senses the amount of solar transmission. What does that say? 250 some odd. That's how much light is getting through.
254,
And when I put this
253,
in front of it, what does it go down to?
It goes down to 19.
19. So come here. Put your hand here. I just want you to put your hand right back here. It's not going to burn. I promise. I promise. Right there. You see,
Why do
you
I
feel
have
the
to be
heat,
your
right?
guinea
You
pig?
feel
Yeah.
the
Oh,
heat.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, but watch how much difference that makes.
Like night and day.
Night and day.
Night and day.
I don't need you to believe me. Believe her.
So my question on that one,
Yes.
very quickly before we go to the next step, does somebody put that on,
Yes,
or do you
so-
get 3M to bring
Well,
it?
you would get a film installer that's certified to do the
Okay,
3Ms.
yeah,
They would
you
come
can't do
in
it
based
yourself,
on
right.
how much windows you have.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you have one little window, it's more because of the service call. But if you have more,
Yeah.
the price goes down per square foot. It pays for itself within 3 years.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thanks.
Those are all
Cool.
great products. This product information is on Maryland.ca. Thank you, Ramsin.
Thank you.
So now let's see what Ramsin did with Megan's bedroom. That's what we're excited about.
We got a ton of stuff to do today. But before we get any of the construction started, I got to empty that room out and get everything out of there. Oh my God, okay Dave, let's grab this. That new bed we got coming in is gonna be so much better than this whole thing. The mattress that she had, looking at it, it's just not sufficient for her, so we're gonna get her something that is gonna suit her needs a lot better. I've taught you well, Grasshopper. All right, there you go. I love including my son. He's been on the job sites since 14 years old. It's not what he's going to do as an ultimate occupation, but I love the fact that he's got these skills. And this piece we're going to be delicate with because we're going to reuse it. It's going to come back in the room when we're done. The room had no baseboards. The rest of the house does, but that room had no baseboards in it. And Home Hardware was nice enough to give us baseboards that match the rest of the house, and it's time to get those installed. Trim is all about getting the right measurement. Now, you can measure accurately, but I like to always cut them a little longer and then trim them down to fit. Good. Let's take this in. Looking at that paint going onto that baseboard, it's turning out exactly the way I wanted. Okay, baseboards look fantastic. The room's looking good. Sandro started the paint. He's getting the paint on the ceilings. Then he's going to hit the trim, and then lastly, paint the walls. I got to run out and pick up a lot of stuff. Tomorrow is a busy day, so I want to make sure we don't run out of time. Day 2, paint's up, all done, but now we got the wallpaper to deal with. We got to get that up. I wanted a real brick surface, and it was really challenging because it would take a long time to install. So our alternative was to pick a wallpaper to give us that texture that we want and the look of brick, and it's tone on tone with the walls so it doesn't stand out too much. IKEA's here. They're bringing the closet organizer, some floating lac shelves that are going to go over the bed. We've got a shelving unit in the bedroom as well, and a mirror. Did I not tell you today was going to be madness? We've got so much going on. We've got Manny doing the closet organizer, then the shelving unit. I got Sandro here doing the wallpaper. I got Danny putting up the blinds. I've got other people working in the house elsewhere, and I've got a lineup of trucks waiting to bring more product in here. I reached out to one of my reps at Centurion Window Coverings, and they set us up with some beautiful Maxmar window shades, which means they cut down a lot of the heat that's going to come into the room. She's going to love them. Sleep Country Canada helped us out so much. They gave us a Tempur-Pedic bed frame that's adjustable. They gave us a Tempur-Pedic mattress. She can now mobilize that bed, lift it up, lay down, raise her legs up. It gives her all kinds of mobility. Thank goodness for that IKEA installer. Now she's got some drawers, some hanging space. She can really organize her stuff nicely in there. In addition, we've got tons of storage in the rest of the room for her as well. We got the dresser, side tables, and a whole bunch of accessories from Structube. And now we're gonna start putting them in the room. All right, we're getting there. One piece at a time, but we're getting there. That's it. Let's clean everything up. This stuff all goes to the garbage. Okay, perfect. It's done.
What is it supposed to be?
This goes over her bed. So it's a rolling bed top. It's great to have my daughter here. We're picking up the pieces. All the work that Dane would have done, we're doing together, and it's working out well. Oh, hey, Bree. You ever made a bed before? You want help with that? I'm feeling good right now. It's coming together. You know, if you asked me 2 hours ago, I would have been a little bit nervous, but now it's, you know, when you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's a good feeling. Okay, that's it for all the installations. Now tomorrow, I gotta get ready for all the styling, and then it's reveal time.
I'm so excited. The beautiful reveal's coming up right after the break. We'll be right back, everybody. Okay, we're really excited about reveal time. It's reveal time! I'm so excited. Okay, we teamed up with Make-A-Wish Canada to give Megan, who's right in our audience today, the bedroom of her dreams. Now, Megan suffers with a nervous system disorder called dysautonomia. Megan's wish was a dream bedroom, and that's exactly what Ramsin and his wonderful team created. Please watch.
It's reveal day, and I feel great. What's left to do is bring all the accessories into the room, style it, make it look pretty, and then wrap up all the tech. The tech is important because, number one, I promised it to her, and I gotta come through with that. But two, I want her to be able to be conveniently comfortable, meaning she wants the lights on. I don't need her to get out of bed and go and turn the lights on and off. Just simply use her voice, have the room do what she needs it to do. Alexa, turn off lamps.
Okay.
I love that. Now, Megan said she loves plants, and Terra Greenhouses was kind enough to give us lots of them. This room really warms up with those in here. We're minutes away. I'm putting the final touches on the room. It looks spectacular. I can't wait till she shows up. All right, guys, I need you in here first because you got to help me get Megan in here and get her in place. So you're the first one to see it, all right?
So excited. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait.
Open your eyes. This is her new room.
Oh my God,
this is amazing.
Not too loud. I don't want to get her worked up back there.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for Megan to see it.
Deep down inside, I know she's going to love it, but there's always that part of you that just says, what if she doesn't? I'm going to block that out. I know she's going to love it. Now, you weren't loving this space. You gave me a big list, right? Okay, let's see if I hit every one of those things on that list. All right? You ready? I want you to open your eyes.
It was better than I expected. It was really beautiful.
It's such a good feeling to have that smile on her face, to know she absolutely loves it. First off, you got this bed, okay? It's not just a bed, it's got a remote. I'm famous for remotes. That bed was the first thing we really focused on because knowing her condition, knowing the importance of her level of comfort laying down. From there, look around the room, we've got side tables, a shelf. You wanted a jungle, we gave you lots of plants, and you've got your jungle. We've got a closet organizer, a dresser, so tons of storage in here. Dane, my son, made that frame for you, so we've got those LED lights, and you pin up your pictures. Got a little mini printer so you can take pictures and print things and put them on there. Amazon gave us Alexa units and an Echo Show that's downstairs. It's actually a video screen.
The automation in the room now is just amazing. It's safe now for her, it's functional, and it's just so exciting to keep her independent as much as we can.
So Alexa, turn off ceiling light.
Okay.
And there you go. You got this thing here, which is going to be your rolling desk so you can sit and work at your bed. Apple has been fantastic to us. We've got her an iPad, we got her a MacBook Pro, we got an Apple Pencil, some AirPods. Most importantly is that masterpiece you created up there. So that's front and center. That's displayed on your window.
Seeing her crochet work over the blind and was just amazing. Just amazing.
And then Walmart was wonderful enough to give us a digital camera for you, a PS4, and then lots of games. So you're going to be busy in here, lots to do. This is your new room. I hope you love it.
Definitely more than I expected in the best possible way. Yeah.
All that hard work, all that driving, all those hours, everything was worth it the moment she stepped in that room, and I hope she enjoys it for a long, long time.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
What do you think, Megs?
I mean, I'm speechless. I'm just really grateful. So happy. Really happy. A little emotional. Really happy. Thank you so much. Wow. Amazing. Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
Ramsin! We're so happy you made it. Megan, we are so happy to do this for you. I have to ask you what you love the best about that room.
I don't know if I could pick one thing.
Right.
It's all really beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you tell people to get out of my room? I need some privacy. It's just, I love it. You got the green, the wonderful plants, but your artwork across the window, they're like dream catchers there.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. You do beautiful work. How long does it take you to make one of those?
That whole project I did probably over about 2 years.
Well, it's stunning. I've never seen anything like it. I never have. We wish you well and enjoyment in that room, Mom and Dad. How much is she? Do you get to see her come downstairs very often? Or is she up there the whole time? Yeah, yeah.
She's just loving it. It's
That's
just
good.
beautiful. We're
Yeah.
so grateful. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, and there's a difference too, isn't there?
Yes.
It's just when you go back to your bedroom, there's a lightness about it. Thank you for doing this with us. And Ramsin, honestly, well done. Honestly, with so much heart. And you got your kids involved in it too, so that's really good.
I think it's, you know, beyond it being pretty and her loving being there, it functions well for her.
Yes.
So the elements that we put in, like that chili pad that maintains her body temperature on the bed, those things make her able to enjoy that space comfortably.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it without all the support of all the companies we deal with.
Yes, you mentioned a lot of
they
that.
all
That's
come
so
to the
good.
table. And right down, I have a group of guys that were on a chat together and we're close friends. And I said to the guys, I said, listen, I'm doing a makeover for this girl named Megan. And right away, they all sent money so I can buy all the little things.
Yes.
And it's just nice that everybody understands that it's so important.
It's so important.
And you deserve it. So.
You deserve it. Yes, you do. You do. Thank you, family. Thank you, Megan.